Hi, Adrinas. Welcome to Adrina's Realm, Season 7. Season 7. Can y'all believe it's Season 7? This adrinasode is called Here's Why. I want to start this off by saying two things. One, I want to apologize for not putting adrinasode out for 2 weeks. I was depressed and just out of it because of this job hunt I was having, and it just how I kept going to these interviews and I just kept getting slugged. I just had to take a step back and breathe. But now I'm back and I'm happy. Number two is there's this show that I'm addicted to called Andy Mack. It came out April 7th, 2017, and it's going into season 2. It's gone into season 2 actually on October the 27th. It's great. It's addictive. It gives you everything you need. It's drama. There's tension. There's twists and turns. Every week there's something that you would never expect. And there's this ship that I love named Gyrus, and it's between Jonah and Cyrus. Cyrus came out in the season 2 premiere to his friend Buffy saying that he's gay and that he likes Jonah. But Jonah has not given any indication that he likes Cyrus. But what the heck? So these past 2 weeks have been just hellish, and I know that I get adrinasodes every week, but I just haven't been feeling it, and I've been going through bullshit at my job, and it's just, after 2 years, it's not a long time. It's not, but to me, it's a long time when you've been dealing with bullshit that's unnecessary and you own up to your mistakes. And everybody that I work with on my shift, as well as the 2 other shifts, they know that I own up to my mistakes, if I make one. But it's just at this point where it's kind of like, okay, y'all finding every reason to screw with me. Y'all screwing with my money. And, I don't make no fuss about it. I'm real quiet. I just, if I feel, my bra strap is showing, excuse me y'all for a second. Sorry about that. If I have an issue, I wait it out and then I wait for the appropriate time to bring it up. And for the past 2 checks, I have been shorted. And the first time I thought I was just seeing things, but then the second check came and it was less than my first check that I got previously. And I was like, okay, I need to bring this to my supervisor's attention with my manager. And I did. I put in the pay discrepancy, and the money hit last night. And I had called to thank him, but it was just like, why you call me? And I just felt like, it's, as a boss, I would think you would, this is just general, I'm not speaking about him, but in general, I would think as a boss, any boss, whether it's male or female, you would be happy that your employee had got their pay corrected, instead of feeling as if they're being a hindrance to you when you're off the clock and you're at home, you're enjoying your off day, as is your employee. They don't want to bother you, but they figure since they just found out something has happened, and it's pertaining to the job, especially when it comes to your pay, I would think you want them to know because you just found out. And it's just a whole lot of things that I'm just sick of dealing with there. But like I said, my car note is keeping me there and my insurance. It's just like, what the hell, I'm sitting here trying to make the best of a bad situation. I come in with a smile. I go to these certification courses that they need me to take, and I'm always early. And I still get hit with bullshit, And it's not just me, it's plenty of the co-workers, they go through the exact same thing. It's just like, what the hell, And I feel like you could spend 20 years at an organization and they would still walk over you like dirt. And then when you finally decide to take a stand, it's a problem and they make your life miserable, or they try to, when God tried to bless you with something better. When He does bless you with something better, they try to curb, they try to block the blessing, but it doesn't work. I've seen it. It doesn't work. God is in control, and you can't be trying to block people's blessings. That's, to me, that's just downright vindictive. And there's no reason for people to be vindictive. I mean, if God blessed you to be in a managerial position or a supervisory position or a entry level position, you should take that, own it, don't abuse it. And I feel that a lot of bosses, they do that. They abuse what God has blessed them with, and even though you know you don't deserve it, He still blesses you. Like, I've said things, I've done things, and I still get blessed. I don't deserve it, but God sees to it that it happens. And now I'm at this point in my life where emotionally it's like, okay, I've cried, I've been angry, I've been depressed. You know, I haven't shut nobody out. I've never done that, but I just feel like, you know, when you've been trying to get out from where you are, from under this hard rock that's holding, is breaking your back, and the pressure is not letting up, it just feels like, is it ever going to get better? Well, I'm slowly starting to see, you know, it gets better with time. You know, just let things run its course, let God do His work. And I've been seeing a lot of posts that's been shared. I think God's been speaking to me through these posts. You know, when you think God is not working, He's working. You may not feel it, you may not see it, there may not be no evidence, but He's working. And it was another post I seen where, you know, it was like, you know, when God, it may not seem like God is not responding or whatever, but when God blesses you, when He does respond, it won't be what you expect. So with that being said, even though God blesses you, I believe that you're still supposed to be doing your part, you know, being a good individual, you know, applying for jobs, going to the interviews, even when things seem muggy and the storm is getting harder and harder, you still got to push through. And that's what I've been doing. After them 2 interviews I had 2 weeks ago, I got back on the train, baby, and I just started applying again, you know. But it's, how can I say, it's always that part of you that feel like I'm not good enough, and you got these other people that you're being matched against. And, you know, I'm 25, and people are always saying they'd rather go for a 25-year-old than a 50-year-old, you know, a 60-year-old. But there's that part of me that feel like that's bullshit because if you have all these credentials to your name, be it security, be it cashier, a consultant, secretary, no matter what type of occupation that you partake in or that you are certified in, is, to me, I think it's about how you look. And when I go to these interviews, I try to be who I'm, someone I'm not, but it's just certain things that I have to tone down. You know, I go in there dressed masculine, you know, black tie, you know, a purple long sleeve button shirt, black slacks, and some black shoes with my resume and my CPR certification and my security license or whatever credentials that they require, you know, prior to me coming. I have all that, but the femininity, it just comes out. I can't turn that off, but at the same time, I think that's what stops me from getting the job. And if that's what it is, then fuck it. You know, it's certain things that's a part of your personality that you just can't change. And me being feminine, that I can't change, you know, but if I was going to dress like this, it present a real problem, you know, because this is how I dress in my personal life and things like that. I mean, I would love to find a job where I could go in and dress like this, you know, so that I can do it too, bitch. I can be cute too. But it's just, you know, it is what it is. And looking back on it, I was thinking earlier today, you know, I'm blessed to have a job. No, it's not where I want to be, but I'd rather be making sufficient income than to be making no income. And this job, I can't lie, it's afforded me my very first car. I was able to trade in my previous car and get the car that I wanted. Then in about 5 years, I'm going to go get me a Ford Expedition. That's my goal. I want 2 vehicles. But right now, I love my Kia Optima. I named her Etta Marie Hartlove. But I'm blessed. I can't complain. But there's that part of me that's not even concerned about better pay. I mean, when you get blessed, you're not thinking about that. You're just glad that you are getting out from where you are, and that's your main concern. And in my case, money, I don't really care for money. I just want to be able to have some money after I take care of business. And with this current job that I have, that's not possible. But it would be great to have even more so, more importantly, a peace of mind. And I don't have that when I go to work. You know, it's always some bullshit when you walk through those doors. And I don't think that no employee should deal with that, period. And a lot of people say, well, you know, your employer, they have to answer to their bosses and things like that. That don't give them an excuse to be a dick or a bitch to me. I don't give a damn what they told you. You don't take that, you don't transfer that negative energy to your employees, because that's gonna sit in their spirit and their soul, and it's gonna mess up their entire day because of what you told them. You know, so whatever your higher ups tell you, you may not like it, but you don't bring that down to your employees. And that's just a no. That's just a no-no. That's, you know, that's managerial or manager one-on-one, employer one-on-one. We all know that you don't bring your fucking attitude to work. You know, whatever you have going on in your personal life, when you walk through them business doors, it's good morning. How you doing, girl? I'm good. How are you? I'm blessed. You know, that's me. I don't bring my shit from the outside in, but a lot of people do. You know, and they say you can't take it personal. To me, when somebody asks you something, it's like they be like, "Hey, how are you? What the fuck you want?" Like, the fuck, you know? I didn't touch your shoulder. I just said, "Hey, how you doing? Hi, good morning. How are you?" In a soft voice, you know, but yet still professional. They still give me attitude. And on the street side of me is kind of like, should I snatch this bitch up and take her to outside to the street? But but usually the other side of me, they usually says, okay, she's going through something, and usually I try to converse with them, you know, so there's that common ground, and it you know, it releases a lot of stress when you try to relate to what they're going through. You know, just have a listening ear, and that's usually what I have. And they usually be happy after I check them in. You know, if they're still upset when I check them in, by the time they come back downstairs, they'll be in a better mood, and that makes me feel good. It's certain aspects of my job that I can deal with, especially, you know, checking people in and giving them, you know, passes or whatever. That's an aspect of my job that I love doing. I love a desk job. Is that what I do? Is that what I want to do with the rest of my life? Fuck no. I want to write books. I want to adapt my books into soap operas, you know, whether it be it animated or live action. That's what I want to do with my life. But until that dream is achieved, I have to be able to support myself. And this is right now how I support myself. But I also want to say, you know, don't give up on your dreams. You may be in some shitty ass dead end job that you can't stand, but there's something that's up above that's saying, you know, Kevin, keep pushing, you know, Tammy, keep pushing, Jerry, keep pushing. It's not the end, just keep pushing. And it's so hard to push through the bullshit when it feels like everything is being thrown against you and there's no kind of respite, there's no kind of advocate, nothing, you know. But it gets better. But that's pretty much what this adrinasode was about, was, you know, how I think employers should treat their employees, you know, whether it's negative or positive. I think that the employer should be there for the employee, you know, because you don't want to run a business and your employees just don't like you. That is not good, because it's going to create a hostile work environment, and that's not something I want to be a part of. And I'm sure there's millions of others out here in this country as well as around the world who don't want to deal with that shit either. But you know, circumstances and financial strain or strife forces you to put up with bullshit that you don't want to put up with, you know. So hey, I'm able to pay my bills every month, so I can't stress out about it. But this is new. I know this looks like that gray one I had a while back when I had my black bob on, but this is different. The other one, it was thicker. This one is thinner. But tell me what y'all think in the comments below about employers and how they treat their employees, and I will see you guys next week. Hopefully I have a better topic, because I really don't like discussing, you know, not my personal job, not my job, but it's just the workplace. Now as far as like general things, I don't mind advising, you know, giving advice, but shit, whew, I want to talk about something else, you know. So also in the comments, if you want to suggest a girl this bra strap bitches, this fucking trying to keep my breasts up. If there's any topics that y'all want me to discuss in the comment section below, don't be afraid to type and click post. Thank you, and this is season 7. Can y'all believe it? Season 7? Okay, let me get the fuck up off this bullshit. Fucking running my mouth like a damn water faucet, like a wet cat, bitch. And those are 2 things I don't eat: is pussy and ass. See you later.